Welcome to Skoglund Sucks at Soundtrap. Soundtrap is a rip-off of GarageBand, which is Apple's music thing, for the iOS systems. Which I don't have because, why the fuck would I? It's fucking dumb, it's bad. It's not that bad, I just, Windows is better if you actually use your PC a lot for like a lot of different things. So I probably never get a MacBook or anything like that, but that's enough about Mac and Windows. Let's talk about Soundtrap. Okay, so Soundtrap is a music making program. It's one of those easy drag and drops, so you can go into loops and be like, yeah, see, oh yeah, hell yeah. Fuck that, at every level. See, you got like a piano, throw that in there. Yes. You see, making music is easy with Soundtrap. We just go back. Beats, pop beat. Here you look for one. That's almost good, but I not really like it. It's like a part of it doesn't really mix up. It's kind of lower that there. Hold on, no, okay, maybe like. Is this good? I hope this is good. Let's lower that a bit. Okay, so you actually can hear me. I can play them. One of these should be good. So, then they have some music. That's why everyone's a musician these days, because it's so easy and accessible. So yeah, now we have a nice little piano thing. Why am I deleting these and not these? So that's if you're a cheapskate and like to use loops. Only time I only really use loops is if I'm making something like, just really quick, like I just need some background music for something, just throw in some kind of beat, maybe some bass, and then just sit and put in some easy melody for an acoustic guitar or something. Or when I'm like making a prototype for what's going to be a finished, for something I'm going to be working on properly later. Like if it's a game exam, for example, I'll make like, oh, this is how I would like it to sound for the stage, and maybe for the boss it sounds like this, for the menu like this, and then I just like throw a bunch of loops together, and then I just start completely fresh later when I'm actually making the proper music. But I'll so it's just like a showcase, a proof of concept, if you will. So why don't we actually go and look on some things that I have made. So I have like 4 different accounts on this, because you get you see, it's like premium trial. Every time you make, for every account gets a 2-week premium. So if you just make new ones, you can have infinite premium. yeah, that's so smart. So can check in here, I guess. And, it has a nice UI and everything. So this is a boss. It's like a whole whale thing, and the setting is like the stock. So you have like the accordion is very piratey. Um, it's like I don't claim to be like a really good musician or to know much of anything really. And I mean these are just like made in a day. It's like 6 to 8 hours of work in most of them. Some of you might be like, oh, that's fucking dumb because this seems like really easy. It's like you have to come up with the chords, and it's like often I'll just sit and play, like just press random keys, hope that something good comes out of it. So that takes some time, and then since I don't have access, since I don't have access to like a synth that I can plug into the computer when I'm at school, which is when I do this for project at school. I go, I program games in school. So since I don't have access to a synthesizer or anything like that, I have to use the keyboard if I like my actual keyboard to the computer if I wanna press keys to do something. So what I have to do is open up here and set in like place and then correct all of them to be in the right position and see like make them different. I might have just messed that up a bit. It's like it's not exactly optimized either because I can't sit here and just like if I were to sit and just put everything perfectly in place, it would increase with like 2 hours of work probably. That might be an exaggeration. See here it just like loops. It's the intro, the first like 8 parts, like until 10 up here, and then it just like repeats itself because Soundtrap mixes its own. It's like, oh, you save it and then it comes up here, oh, it's mixing. So then it will do stuff to it, and when you then download it and save it to your computer, it always at the end like adds a fade out. So if you want a song that plays in the background and it just repeats, you're gonna have to like go into an external program like Audacity or something and actually like cut it there, so it can properly repeat, because then it's like you hear how it like fades out. Maybe that didn't pick up in the recording properly, but so that's a problem. So that's why I just make it repeat itself over and over. And besides, since I have the intro, it can't repeat and then play the intro again. So yeah, that's some problems with it. Let's see, what else do I have here? Here's the main theme for the stage in the water place them. See how terrible this sounds. So here, once again, is the accordion because it's the same setting, it's the same dock. So it's almost like this piratey theme. This probably sounds really pretentious, but it's what you have to think about when you make it. It's like what theme you want. It's like if you're making something in the woods, do you want it to be? Do you want it to be like? Well, okay, no, that's a bad example. It's like if you're going for different, settings, different places, you're gonna use different instruments. It's like, as in the prototypes I made, it's going to be 4 different stages in the game, like 4 different settings. It's water, which is the dock, which we're listening to now. It's fire, and then you're in like hell, so then it's like metal. It's a lot of guitars, heavy drums, that kind of stuff. And here it's the lighter sound. Especially like in the beginning, you see like this part here with the music box. The music box, like has that, it's clang. So, that's very much something you'd associate with water. Save changes. What did I change? I didn't change anything, man. Can't prove nothing, man. Here's something I threw together very hastily, if I remember correctly. It was like literally 5 minutes, I think. Yeah. And sadly enough, it's probably one of the better sounding things. Yep. So it's like it sort of repeats like that, and I actually think it sounds like really good. You know, it's just the pad up here. You can like click here and you just listen to this. You hear it's like the pad, and then it like takes its so it's always like two keys being pressed down, and then they like kind of switch place. See, we can look here. It's you know, F to C, G to D, and then it just kind of switches back and forth between that, and it gives this nice like. Well, you're hearing it now. It sounds good. That's the point. Then it's just this guitar that gives like a bit of a melody to it. And what I really like about this is, it's not on beat. It's not keeping a perfect pace. And that's something that's actually really hard to do in this program, because you have these like pre-specific things. You have to go in like really deep if you want to do whatever you want. That's the thing that's really annoying about drums. When you see, if I want to add a new track here, I want to add a synthesizer, the carbon lead, wherever. So you see, I can press the Q key. Okay, this isn't even making any noise. Am I doing something wrong? Probably. Keyboard. Wait for it to load. Okay, no. Volume is up. Oh, right. I'm an idiot, right? See, I have this on so it mutes all the other tracks. So if you were to like, I'm gonna record this in here. Go like this. And then that's going to, it's going to take those notes and it's going to try to push those into, the place that it thinks it, into one of those little boxes. So here it tries to push them as, so it's not going to be exactly what you played. And that's, you hear that it's like, it's put things right on top of each other, which were not there before. And that becomes even more apparent with drums, because with drums it actually like literally takes what you play and put it into like a 1/4 beat or something. So it's great if you don't have any if you don't have any rhythm, then it's great because you can just fucking press it like half a second off and it'll sound like you were doing it perfectly. So for that it's fine. But if you want to do like a fill or something, yeah, you're gonna have to go in here and fix that yourself, because it'll fuck it up so bad. It is tragic. Okay, so what else? Then we can go to some other ones I have, and then we're gonna end it with a bit of a scuffle I had with the support team after I left some mean comments on Angel Demon XX Cry, whatever her fucking name was. You can like have tags, and her tags was like Angel Demon single looking for boyfriend. It was like the definition of a Tumblr edgelord, and I'm so glad I found her trap page. She probably was a trap, to be honest. And she had some, like, if you want some bad music, go to fucking Soundtrap and look. Just go to anyone's profile, because no one makes good music on this fucking. It's literally just a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds, going in here, fucking I'm gonna make music, and then yeah, beats, okay, beats, what dubstep, hell yeah, and it's gonna kick in. Why is this actually sounding good? God damn it, that's the thing. Like, it's so fucking easy. You just need to take some random shit and just throw it together, and you know, sometimes it sounds good, so you can just, you know, keep doing that until it actually does. Now I'm actually trying to jazz. Let's see. This is like better than fucking 50% of the shit I made so far. Fuck off. You get my point. People just go in and they put the stupidest thing together. You know, I'm just so talented. So obviously everything I put in is going to sound perfect. That's just how it is, and you know, you're gonna have to deal with that. Oh, god damn it. No, but okay, so yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. that sound actually sounded good. Okay, so here's actually the boss for the Fireworld theme. Just gonna pull that down. So here it's like, you know, it's a whole lot more drums. You know, it's the guitars working their asses off. Yep. So you get, it's like I'm trying to give every stage a different feel. So let's actually see if I can find my other things. Yep, the swag memer boy, that's me. Okay, so here's my shop theme. This is actually the outro of my videos now. Yeah, by the way, if I made a proper outro and like a banner and stuff, and I changed my profile picture to Zed from Police Academy because that is fucking awesome. The fuck? Who just puts a T-pose? Piano meme suck. Sucky. Sucky, $10. Okay, yep. So, credits. It's the main menu. It's like we can't go in and... You see, we have very nice pictures as well. Here's Stefan. Oh wait, yeah, what happened? Here's Stefan Löfven, Bert Karlsson. There's some fucking Twitch streamer faggot. I'm from England, Albania apparently. So let's see if we can find my second account I made, which should be Skog1000. It's still me. Still me. Still me. I don't think it's actually looking up new people. Hey dude, I think was my other one. Wait, I think I saw it. I think this is mine as well. That's nope. Okay, yeah, no, that's not mine. Alright. I'll be right back. Just need to, yeah, 4 days left. Alright, so you know what, fuck that. I'm not gonna even try to look it up. God damn it. So I'm just gonna go do I'm gonna show you that email conversation I had now. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Alright, here it is. Welcome to Skoglund Reads Soundtrap support. Hello. You've been reported for the comments you've posted. On Soundtrap we want to maintain a creative and friendly environment for all of our users, and therefore we do not accept rude comments or bad language. So, to put this to context, I went to this girl's channel, right? And I put like an assault on my ears. I would listen to this if I want this, like, I wouldn't even listen to this if I was in a mental asylum and some other stuff. And then it was one song I put, poor beat, I wrote under it. And I guess she really liked that song because she went after me. It was incredible. She was pissed. She was like, "Oh my god, what would you do if I went to one of your songs and said it had a poor beat?" I'm like, just like I was expecting some edgier from such an edge lord as yourself, but she was like, we like different music, that's why it has a poor beat. I'm like, oh, you admitted it has a poor beat? I'm a fucking asshole. Oh god. You are temporarily blocked until you get back to me recognizing this email. Thank you for respecting your Soundtrap friends in the future. Best regards, Adam at Soundtrap. P.S. Advertisement. Says, there's Soundtrap, whatever your name was. Cool, lol, bye. Advertisement. Dear Adam, I'm fairly sure that's digital blackface. How dare you? I understand and accept that my actions were all but nice nor well intentioned, but I must say it pales in what you've just done. Seriously though, sorry for taking your time, I was just messing around, really care about the account to be honest, so it's fine, if you just left it's just left band, have a good day and keep up the good work. Because when I saw this, I felt something, I connected with Adam Sundqvist. So we're like bros now, even though he never responded. I miss him so much. Quickly before that, I actually found the person I wrote on, but see, anime freak, demon, secretly dying, single looking for a boyfriend, angel in between relationships. See, like demon. But sadly enough, it appears that since she's a fucking filthy free user, bleh, who keeps the one account and doesn't constantly make new ones for that free premium. What a fucking idiot, am I right? She actually has removed the song with the comments on it. Let's give her stuff a listen. Maybe this will be really good. God damn it.